Namaste and welcome to this video where I will be sharing some very valuable knowledge and information with you. I will be reading for you from the manuals that I have written, which will be explaining to you the essence of the spiritual practice. This is usually something I share with an individual when they are coming to learn from me in the beginning. It is something that I share with them so that they're able to structure their foundation in such a way that it is in tune with the right spiritual knowledge. Without any further ado, let's begin. Sacred Space Manual for Self-Healing, Self-Cultivation, Self-Awareness, Self-Actualization, Self-Empowerment and Self-Realization. Volume 1. The contents will be about Chapter 1 Chakras, Chapter 2 Fundamental Qigong and Tai Chi Concepts, Chapter 3 Breath Work and Pranayam, Chapter 4 Mudras and Bandhas, and Chapter 5 Falun Dafa or Falun Gong. Chapter 1 Chakras. So the body consists of many nadis and chakras. Nadis are the channels through which energy flows, and chakras are the points where energy gets concentrated. According to yogic and Ayurvedic knowledge, the body consists of 72,000 nadis and 114 chakras. There are 7 major chakras, 21 minor chakras, and 86 micro chakras in total, out of which 2 chakras are outside the body. So this is a basic representation of the Sushumna Nadi and the 7 major chakras, along with the Sushumna Nadi, the Ida and Pingala. The red one you see is the Pingala, and the white one you see is the Ida. So let's go a little bit more into this understanding. The 3 main nadis that flow from top to bottom are Ida, Pingala and Sushumna. Ida is connected to the lunar, feminine energy, while Pingala is connected to the solar, masculine energy. When these 2 nadis are open, allowing energy to flow, the Sushumna Nadi gets activated and hence the chakras also get activated. When the nadis are blocked, the flow of energy through the chakras get restricted, and as a result we experience issues in life. Such blockages manifest into diseases within and create disturbing circumstances in our experience of reality. Through the right meditation process, we are learning to cultivate a balanced and flowing energy body where the nadis are open and the chakras are in alignment. The Sushumna Nadi. As meditators, we need to work with the awareness of the Sushumna Nadi. Through this space, we are able to become aware of the chakras and its blockages. As we work to open and heal these blockages, we can find balance, harmony, and discover our true purpose in life. Let us bring focus to the 7 major chakras and their functionality. So first is Muladhara Chakra, the root chakra. This is at the base of the spine, where our body is touching the ground when we are sitting in meditation, around the anus and perineum region. The element is earth, it is connected to our roots, color is red, the function is the survival energy. So this chakra is governing the survival feature in each and every one of us. If a person is not awakened spiritually, their mind is majorly focused in the Muladhara chakra. They are living on the survival energy. And it is only when the awakening happens that the consciousness, the kundalini, is able to rise through the chakras, and then they have a deeper experience of life. The Swadhisthana chakra, the sacral chakra, this is connected to the element water, connected to the moon. The color is orange. Function, it is a creative, sexual and emotional energy. So generally you see people who live in survival and they move into Swadhisthana for pleasure, and then they go back into survival. So people function in these lower 2 chakras more than anything else on this earth. The 3rd chakra is the Manipur chakra, the solar plexus chakra. The element is fire, it is connected to the sun, color is yellow, and the function is willpower, confidence. In this chakra, in the Manipura, a lot of our inner knowledge, our inner knowing, our inner wisdom is stored. When we are very disciplined individuals, when we cultivate some of the other form of martial arts or gym or yoga or physical exercises and practices, and we keep the lower 3 chakras strong, this willpower and confidence naturally flows. But when we are lazy, lethargic, not really activating our body, our muscles, and not really working towards certain goals, then this chakra is dormant and we are not fully tapping into our inner knowledge and power. So the lower three chakras, these are grounding chakras. They are the lower three. Most people function in these three chakras and they don't really ascend to the higher chakra experiences. The fourth is the heart, anahata. So the element is air. Our breath is flowing through this chakra. The color is green. Function is love, compassion, empathy, feeling oneness with other people, animals, and nature. When our heart is open, our ego is reduced. We are not in a struggle with life or with the universe. We are in a flow state. When the heart is connected to higher dimensional beings or to spirit, it is even more magical. But just to be with an open heart, wonderful life and existence. Next is the Vishuddha chakra, the throat. The element is ether or space or vibration, sound and vibration. Color is blue. The expression of self is the function, tuning the vibration within and around. So when we are doing chanting, when we are doing Omkar chanting, when we are doing any mantra japa, when we are talking, we are tuning the vibration. If we are angry, we are expressing anger. If we are happy, we are expressing happiness. And thus we are tuning the vibration within and around us. That is the power of the Vishuddha chakra. The Ajna chakra, beyond the 5 physical elements. So as you can see, Muladhara is connected to the earth, Swadhisthana to the water, Manipur the fire, Anahata to the air, and Vishuddha to ether or space. These are the 5 elements. And every one of us, everything is made out of these 5 elements. But the Ajna chakra takes us beyond the 5 physical elements and it is connecting us to our inner light, to inner sight. The color is indigo. The function is insight, inner sight, or the intuition, visualization of imagination. There is a lot of power in the Ajna chakra, but unless we are able to totally allow these chakras to be open and flowing, we are not able to truly access the Ajna chakra. And finally, the Sahasrara chakra. Beyond the 5 physical elements, it is also metaphysical and it is connected to universal consciousness. It is where the soul is able to expand beyond the body and the ego, beyond the limits of the mind and our conditioning. The color is violet. The function is infinite creativity. You connect to source, allowing one to connect to the Akashic records of information and to experience various cosmic and spiritual planes of existence. So you see violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. These are the colors of the rainbow. So when all of our chakras are in the right tuning and they are open and allowing energies to flow, light, white light is being expressed through our energy body. This is the Christ consciousness or the light body. This is where we are moving into. This is where I wish to take you and others who are interested in these practices into your light body, into your activated and illuminated energy body. Similarly, we can see that every chakra is connected in a certain way to the elements. So Muladhara is connected to the earth. So when we go to pass stools in the toilet, we are giving back to earth. Swadhisthana is connected to water. It is the function of urine to clean the body and to throw out all the toxins. So that is water. Fire is responsible for our digestion in the Manipur. Anahata is for the air. And Vishuddha is the expression of vibration. So all of this is within us, and as we learn to play with this, we are truly awakening and enlightening our consciousness. When we are balanced in the 5 elemental regions, we go beyond that, and that is the beauty of the spiritual process. To look, to see, to know, to feel, to become aware of what is beyond the limited perception, beyond the illusion of the Maya. So here I will speak a little bit regarding various chakras and the blockages that arise. When we are blocked in Muladhara, we have financial issues, survival issues, compulsive mind, lack of attention, we are not concentrated. We never feel grounded and present. The mind is never peaceful nor stable. When we have blockages in the Swadhisthana, there are emotional blockages. We can have addictive habits, cravings, not able to feel connected or empathy towards others, and also be filled with energies such as lust and similar corruptive energies that are seeking pleasure for no reason and never being able to be satisfied. Easily distracted, and we are influenced easily by low vibrational energies. Next is Manipur. When we are blocked in the Manipur chakra, of course, there is lack of confidence, low personal power, low willpower, physical weakness, lack of trust in oneself, and a lot of dependency and commitment issues. Next, the Anahata. When the anahata is not open, we are not able to empathize and connect with others. We feel isolated and lonely, feeling depressed, disconnected, and disturbed easily. So it is very important. I feel anahata is important to work on. We need to keep it open because then we feel the support from the universe. We feel the abundance, the love, the grace. But if anahata is closed, it's a very lonely life. The Vishuddha chakra. When the Vishuddha chakra is blocked, there is an inability to express oneself and especially expressing one's truth. There is a lack of communication. And because of this, there are a lot of silly problems that can arise for no reason. When the Vishuddha is clear, it's clear communication, life flows. But when communication is not clear, unnecessary problems arise. Next is Ajna chakra. It is the limited imagination, lack of focus and concentrated mind. When the Ajna is open, we are connected to source, we receive so much insight from reality, from life, from meditation. But when it is not open, we are just stuck in the conditioned mind, and hence we know what we know and we will never experience what we don't know. We are stuck in limited belief systems, limited ideas of life, and we don't grow beyond a point. But when this is open, growth is infinite. It never stops. Similar with the Sahasrara. When it is blocked, there is limited creativity and connection to universal energies. There is a limited experience of life which is restricted to the ego and to the conditioned mind. Block chakras and how to activate them. In all honesty, this is a very vast subject. Depending on different masters, healers, and spiritual cultivation systems, there are many different ways of activating and healing blocked energy channels, nadis, and chakras. What I am sharing here is a simple understanding of what blocks the chakras and what allows energy to flow more abundantly through it. And the main topic to cover on this subject is vibrating on fear versus vibrating on love. The love that is expressed here is neither attraction nor infatuation, but rather a feeling of connection of one with oneself, with another individual or a group of individuals, with animals, plants, birds, etc., that is with nature and with the entire universe. The love expressed here is a natural love, an unconditional love that is always flowing effortlessly. It expresses itself outwardly as peace, calm, compassion, acceptance, surrender, forgiveness, and is best acknowledged through silence. I have found out in myself that when the chakras are open with natural energies flowing within, this state of love naturally expands. I have also realized that by working on oneself to be in this state consciously through meditation, the chakras automatically get balanced and come into the right alignment. Self-love is the name of the game. The mind and the body naturally open up when in the state of love, whereas the mind and the body close down when in the state of fear. It isn't uncommon for many who live in the hustle bustle of modern city life to experience most of their time in a fight or flight reactive mode. There is a constant judgment of others around and with the surroundings. The moment we step out of the safe environment of our homes, we get into this mode as an act of survival. It is because of such behavioral patterns that low vibrational energies enter into the energy body, thus closing and blocking various chakras in the process. In order to survive in such environments and keep the chakras open, we need to consciously work on being present and aware in that state of unconditional love. Staying centered when out of the comfort zone. Another important aspect of how we cultivate blockages in our chakras is by choosing to stay in unhealthy comfort zones, even if the environment or the people do not support our existence. Hence, it is necessary to tap into our inner power and have that courage to get out of our comfort zone, to taste what we haven't tasted before, to do what we have never done before. By staying true to this experience, we give ourselves the space to grow, evolve, and thus over time, learn to stay centered no matter what situations we are dealt with. So how do we work to open various chakras? Elemental activation. When we spend time with different elemental energies, we heal blockages in the chakras and thus open up the nadis or the channels of the energy body. For example, those with Muladhara chakra blockages can spend time walking barefoot on the earth in a very natural setup, like a forest or a beach, to relax, open up, and heal the chakra. This is very grounding for the individual. If someone has emotional blockages, it means that there are blockages in the Swadhisthana chakra, which is connected to the element of water. Thus, spending time meditating under the moon or in a water body like a river or the sea can allow the energy blockages to release and hence open up the chakra. Similarly, those with Manipur chakra blockages can spend time meditating under the sun or in front of fire. Nature is an abundant healer. As we become aware of energy blockages and chakra imbalances, Mother Nature offers to be the most benevolent and compassionate healer. Next, receiving healing from healers. Many techniques exist where we can receive healing energies from other healers and therapists who can assist us in opening up various chakras and energy blockages. Pranic healing, sound healing, Reiki healing, acupuncture, hydrotherapy, panchakarma, etc. are a few techniques where we can receive this healing and assistance from others. And finally, self-practice and self-healing. The truest way of achieving an active energy body is through self-practice and sadhana. No matter the blockages we have the will to cultivate and transform our energies. We are able to overcome and heal all limitations and blockages. Techniques of yoga, qigong, tai chi, reiki, EFT, NLP, etc. can assist us strongly in opening, balancing, and harmonizing our chakras and energy body. Important note, it isn't only about opening our chakras, as sometimes the chakras might be too open and expanded. That is why it is important for us to balance, harmonize, and synchronize our chakras. How do we know we are doing this? When our chakras are flowing in sync, there is a natural feeling of peace and goodness that is experienced within. At the same time, there is a natural flow of manifestations that we experience in reality. So here is an expression of energy according to the plus and minus aspect, the polarity of nature of the universe. So prana is the plus, the positive, shakti is the minus, and chi is the plus and minus merging together to create electricity. Prana or cosmic energy is the energy that flows abundantly throughout the conceivable and unconceivable universe, which is responsible for creating, sustaining, and destroying various moons, planets, stars, and galaxies. When we are connected to this energy, we receive a feeling of abundance, grace, and empowerment. Limitations become unlimited, higher potentials become accessible, and dreams manifest into reality when we discover the subtle connection to the divine field of creator energy. Kundalini Shakti. When the chakras are open, there is a natural energy that flows through the nadis and channels. This is commonly known as Kundalini Shakti. As displayed in the image below, the energy is represented as a coiled serpent at the base of the spine. As displayed in the image below, this energy is represented as a coiled serpent at the base of the spine, which begins to ascend through the chakras once awakened. This energy, once activated, brings healing on all levels: physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, energetically, and spiritually, provided it is guided and channeled in a healthy way. If not guided correctly, it can create irreversible damage to the individual on all the levels. This subtle energy is in fact very powerful indeed. It can be used creatively but can also be very destructive if not dealt with correctly. Ki or chi. Prana or cosmic energy acts as the positive and Kundalini Shakti acts as the negative. As plus and minus unite, a natural electricity is generated in the body, which is commonly called chi or ki, aka bioelectric energy. This energy can be cultivated in the right way by becoming aware of the dantyans located in the body and is explained more in the chapters to come. Scientifically, prana expresses itself as ions in the atmosphere, which is positive in charge, while Kundalini Shakti expresses itself through electrons in the earth, which is negative in charge. Thus, when plus and minus unite, electricity is created, and this electricity in the human body is called chi or ki, bioelectric energy. It is the energy we wish to see flowing in harmony through all our nadis and chakras. And this is the end of the first chapter. In the next video, I will continue with the second chapter, which is Fundamentals of Energy in Qigong and Tai Chi. See you then. Hari Om.